Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. This is Brother Sean Ali here at Supreme Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, family, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I am striving to deliver it in. Family, this brief message is on breathing properly. And this was something that was brought up. Well, it is already a focus of ours here at Supreme Health and Fitness. We teach the importance of breathing properly. Number one is because we are aerobic beings, and aerobic simply means with oxygen. Every cell in our body needs oxygen, and the main purpose of our heartbeat is to disperse oxygen throughout our body, right? So when we looking at this and understanding our respiratory system, there is a right and wrong way to breathe. There is a right and a wrong way to breathe. And when we understand the importance of breathing properly, it's not just to ensure that we are properly oxygenated, right? But it is also in how we maintain and our health, our wellness, and it is involved in our immunity. So I just wanted to briefly talk about the importance of breathing properly and the prevention of catching, right? The prevention of catching colds, flus, and the COVID-19. So when you're looking at your body, right? When we're looking at our bodies, right? We are a closed entity, right? We are a closed entity, meaning we are encased in skin. So when you are looking at how do you catch colds, flus, and viruses such as the coronavirus or COVID-19, how does that invader get inside of you? So when you're looking at your first line of immunity, this is your outside, your skin, your hair, your nails, right? This is your first line. So on all of these, they help to create the acid mantle, right? Because your skin is porous. So things can easily get in and out, right? So we understand this. So this acid mantle, it covers the outside of our body. And this has a pH of 5.5, which when something lands on us, its purpose is to kill it and to prevent it from getting inside of us through our skin, hair, and nails. So listen, so how does something get through this, right? This is dependent on your lifestyle and how healthy you are. But how does something else can get inside of you besides your skin, your hair, and your nails? You have your eyes, you have your nose, and you have your mouth. In your eyes, they are covered by a mucous membrane, right? So to help protect from something from entering in through you through your eyes, right? In your nose, you have hairs in your nasal cavities. You have a filtration system, right? In your mouth, you have no filtration system. You have no filtration system. So when you are looking at how do you catch the cold, how do you catch the flu, how do you catch these viruses like COVID-19? How does it get inside of you when you have measures to protect you? All of these measures protect you except your mouth. Listen, your mouth is the only entrance inside of your body that has no type of protection from potential health invaders. So when we are looking at the importance of breathing properly, we have an immune system that's not just designed to heal us, but it's designed to keep something out. See, so you have to go literally catch it. You swallow it. You eat it. So look, let's look at your head, right? So we understand that if something comes in your nose, you have hair, right? At the entrance of your nose, you have hair. You have a nasal cavity, right? Filled with mucous membrane, right? And other hairs. So if anything, a virus, bacteria, listen, pathogens, dust mites, skin dander, pollutions, all type of pollutants are in the air. All of these are potentially harmful if they get inside of you, but they have to get inside of you, right? So listen, anything that comes in your nose, you have hairs to grab the big particles. You have nasal cavities that will grab those microscopic particles, clean and purify the air before before it gets into your body, right? In your mouth, you have, if one of these comes in your mouth, you have no, this is an empty cavity. This is an empty cavity. It has no filtration system. So this client or a sister had heard this interview with the doctor, and the question was asked, does nasal breathing have an advantage over mouth breathing when it comes to catching the COVID-19? And the answer from the doctor was no. And I'm like, when they told me this, I hope that doctor made a mistake, because this is the purpose of your nose. The purpose of your nasal hair, your nasal cavities, is to catch particles, pollutants, bacteria before they get inside of you. See, look, so your mouth has none. So you breathe the virus, you breathe those particles in, right? So because you're forcing this air in you, inside of you, these particles, what do? They go and hit the back of your throat. When they describe colds, flus, COVID-19, they tell you it's in the back of your throat is where it begins, right? Is where the process or the invasion begins. How does it get to the back of your throat? See, when you breathe properly, for a slow inhalation, when you take a slow inhalation, you give your nose enough time to keep that bacteria, that virus right here. So if you have a strong immune system, your immune system will notice that your nose had kept it there. That mucous membrane will lock it up like glue, and it will stop it from getting inside of you. This is where that inflammation comes from. The inflammation is a response to keep something in or keep something out. It is a protective response by your body to keep something in or keep something out. See, so listen, when you breathing in your nose, you give your body's immune system time to react and work. Why? Because your nose hairs will catch it, your mucus and mucous membranes will catch it, and it will keep it here. So now your body can produce those immune cells, white blood cells, T blood cells, phagocytes, microphages, killer T cells. It can produce all of these endless immune cells to go there and eradicate it before it gets down here. But if you breathe through your mouth, see, if you mouth breathe, and this is not a new phenomenon. Listen, this is an article. This is printed off from a 1913 newspaper article. And it is talking about stop mouth breathing. Listen, and snoring, the causes of many diseases, and often in early grade. Look at the title of this. Stop mouth breathing. So when this doctor said it's not an advantage to nasal breathing, that's properly breathing because your mouth is not part of your respiratory system. You have two, we have two pipes in our throat. You got the trachea and you got the esophagus. The esophagus is at the back of your throat. This is going to your stomach, right? This is your digestive system. Over top of your trachea, you have a piece of tissue or cartilage. It's called the epiglottis. So when you open your mouth to eat, this piece of cartilage covers your trachea so that the food and water won't go into your trachea and drown you, right? When you force yourself to breathe, if you close your mouth, your nose is open, right? This cavity closes, this opens, and now you have a clear passage from your nose to your trachea. But when you try to force, see, if you mouth breathe, you have to force that air into this. You force that air into this, and it hits the back of your throat. So you have an upper respiratory infection, right? Now, because you have nothing keeping it here, you have nothing localizing it. You don't have none of the protective qualities here that you have in your nose. So your body can't keep it there. So now the virus, if you aren't healthy enough, if you have impaired your immune system and your immune response is slow, right? Now it might take too long for your body to respond. So now this virus, it can enter. You're steadily breathing. You're forcing it into your trachea. You're forcing it into your trachea. You're forcing it into your body. You don't give yourself enough time to respond. By nasal breathing, listen, by you see what stop mouth breathing. This is an article, and look how they look at the prevention of it. It's just simply to cover your mouth to retrain your body to breathe properly, right? So listen, here at Supreme Health and Fitness, look, see, we have solutions to help you, family. You can order your anti-snore strap, right? And this is just like the picture. All it does is to help you to keep your mouth closed without medications, without an invasive procedure. You naturally retrain yourself to breathe properly. See, when we mouth breathe, see, we have to understand this is an example of some of the pollutants and particles that are in the air, right? And they go from fine particles to ultrafine or minute particles, right? So when we are looking at this, hold on, family. The power is ready to go dead on me. Let me plug my device up. There we go. Sorry about that. Now, when we are looking at these potential pollutants, bacteria, and health invaders, these are in the air naturally. These are dust mites, different pollutants, gas, exhaust from the cars, cigarette smoke. All of these things are in the air. Your nose, the job and the purpose of your nose is to prevent. It is to prevent these things from getting in your body. So listen, you have a natural filtration system. They know that the majority of people mouth breathe. So listen, what do? You need a mask because you don't have a filtration system in your mouth. So you need an artificial one, a mask to cover you. You were born with one. If you breathe properly and you breathe properly on a slow inhale, see, not only do I fully inflate my lungs, but I give my body enough time to work. I give my nasal cavities, I give the hair enough time to grab the big particles. I give my mucus in that mucus membrane a chance to grab those small, fine particles, right? Before they get into me. And it will hold them there. So now my immune system can send the necessary cells to it to get it and eradicate it. And then you will have that snot, that runny nose. See, that's not a bad thing. Just don't swallow it. See, when you have that snot build up, that runny nose, that's your body getting rid of it. It's getting rid of it. It doesn't want it to come this way. See, we swallow it. We force it into our bodies. See, you have that upper respiratory infection, that lower respiratory infection, bronchitis, right? Then you have that asthma. Then you have those lung infections, right? This is how it gets into your body. I just wanted to come because when the sister gave me that, she called me because she didn't understand it. And she knew that that is a foundation of my practice in my business. We have to breathe properly. That is a life function that if you do not breathe properly, then you are in a state of stress the entire time. It is impossible for your metabolism to work. It is impossible for your endocrine system, your lymphatic system, your immune system, your respiratory system, every cell in your body. We are cells, independent that work together to form us, right? Every one of those cells needs oxygen. Your brain needs oxygen. The first beat of your heart is to go to your lungs to become oxygenated, the pulmonary circuit. Then it goes back to your heart to be dispersed through your body. That is the foundation of life from a spiritual perspective. When you look at the creation of man in the Bible or the Quran, it shows and it demonstrates or illustrates of the creator forming man, right? From the mud or dirt of the ground and breathing into, it specifically says, breath into their nostrils, and they became a living soul, creating our respiratory system. Your mouth, this is your emergency valve. So if you die or expire and you need to be resuscitated, one of us can use that breath of life to bring you back. This is your emergency valve. When you put anything in your mouth, it goes down your esophagus into your stomach. See, this is a one-way street, right? So when you are looking at the importance of breathing properly, it is to prevent and hold. It is to prevent and hold any harmful bacteria, pathogen, virus, or other pollutant health invader from getting in your body. So it will hold suspended right here in your nasal cavities so your body can drain it back out instead of having it go in. Family, here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we include breathing and breathing exercises as a part of our therapy. In fact, that's one of the first things you learn, because when you are looking, no matter how much they can say it's a superfood or what it can do, if you are dying, they do not give you food or water. They try to give you oxygen to bring you back. That is the foundation. When you come out, they don't make sure you eat or drink. They make sure you breathe. So family, listen, remember, they have been warning us about breathing properly for over 100 years. This is an article from the early 1900s. We are now in the 2000s, right? Over 100 years ago. Listen, stop mouth breathing. Listen, and snoring, the cause of many diseases in early grade. Woo! Man, that's powerful. That's powerful. Here at Supreme Health and Fitness, we cannot just show you how to stop breathing improperly and save your life, but we can show you how to breathe properly and enhance your life. Breathe your way into your healing, your health, your wellness, your power. Breathe your way into the enjoyment of your abundant life. And that is all up to you. So family, thank you for tuning in. And I leave you. Well, first of all, I pray that this message was received in the spirit that I was intending to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. Now, family, go and be great on purpose. Listen, listen, it don't matter what time of the day it is. It's still a day. You are still alive. You can still be great. You can still manifest your power. You can still create your heaven and set yourself in it at once. That's all up to you. Man, I leave you as I came in the greeting words of peace, in the spirit of peace. I say, Namaste, Hotep, power to the people. Salam alaikum. Peace.